this is Marjorie, and today's Tuesday tip is about over singing. So, have you been guilty of over singing? Most of us have at some point. How do you know if you're over singing, and what does it do to your voice? Well, it can wear out your voice and really cause vocal damage. I always say it's a little bit better on your voice to scream and yell at a ball game or a concert one time and then let your voice heal than it is for you to push too hard every day when you're singing or rehearsing. So, how can you tell if you're over singing? If it's not something that you're noticing, how do you tell if you're doing it, and then how do you fix it? Okay, first off, let's say number one, your voice is tired after you sing. It feels worn out and tired every time you rehearse. Number two, it feels like you're having to expend a whole lot of energy to sing. It takes a lot of work, not just the kind of intention and energy that you need to bring to good singing, but extra work. Could be strain happening there that's beyond over singing, but we'll save that for later. The next thing is that maybe people have told you that you're over singing and you just sort of haven't noticed it. Maybe in nice ways or subtle ways they've said wow, it's a little bit too big in that part, or could you pull back just a little right there? So have you ever been told that? Maybe that means you're over singing in some spots and you need to pay attention to it. The third thing I want you to do is to think about your voice in the terms of numbers, your volume. So think about your volume as between 1 and 10. So 1 is as quiet as you can possibly sing, and 10 is as loud as you can possibly sing. I don't think you ever need to be at a 10 recording, or especially never at a 10 on stage. So you can look back through your music that you've recorded, or maybe what you're doing live, and think am I always singing at a 9 or a 10, as loud as I possibly can? All right, so there's an objective way to kind of look at it. Now, what do you do if you are over singing? How do you break that habit? It can be really tricky to break habits, right? So one way is to do that analyzing, use the numbers between 1 and 10, and then go back and say, oh, what would this sound like if I did it at a 7 or a 5? Or maybe 8 should be the top that I should go as far as volume, and experiment with that. Also experiment with recording yourself and listening back and see if you can tell whether you're over singing or pushing too hard. And then you're hopefully going to feel that your voice lasts a lot longer when you're rehearsing and when you're singing on stage, and it just feels better to sing. Singing shouldn't hurt. So watch out for that, and let's try to avoid over singing and see if you can protect your voice and keep your voice healthy, awesome, and well for a lifetime. Have a great day. Don't over sing.